Hello. Um, I am working on a project which is forfeit biceps. So the project, uh, what it is all about is sports, fitness, health, gym, and uh, includes a lot of other infotainment which will be helpful when compared to sport activities. So in the field of sports activity, so these infotainment will help people uh, gain some knowledge about fitness. So this is the overall perspective I'm looking at. But when I see about the project, so as a software engineer, I am when I see the problem behind this project. So how I can manage to do different activities within this project. So there are different proportions. There are different stages where I can to work. So first stage would be UI. So UI, which is not a difficult issue right now in a days where we find lot of good UI elements on different sources. So the UI element is not an issue, but implementing some logic behind the project is very important. While implementing those in the project is required when I try to work on different databases. So when I require some databases, so when I want to gather some information for a sports website or a sports app, so there are lot of bunch of data which is all around the globe, data in the form of uh, some URL, some topics, some issues, some data, some information. So there are a bunch of data. Those data will be captured. Those data should be entered into a sequential table or a meaningful table, which is called RDBMS. So I have to work on the relational database management system, which is an RDBMS, where we have to map each table through its attributes, through its row, through its column, through its primary key, unique key, uh, where each attribute will be uh, will be capable to do something, or will be handled by some other keys which will be called foreign keys. So the table which relation establishes within the one premises of data, second premises of data, third one stage of data. So there are different tables we have to create. So this is the part where we talk about the table. So table and the relationship between these tables and data should be maintained on the some database management system. So which is a DBMS or RDBMS. So there are multiple application. There are different application which is mainly used for the development purposes, which is called Microsoft SQL Server, or the Oracle SQL, or there are different MySQL, and there are different SQL Server provider uh, is available. So there are different editions, versions are available to work on project. So this is the one aspect. This is the one area where we are working on some database, right? So if I'm managing a server, so if you're like if a programmer like you want to study something around the data, something around for the programming, so first you have to know how to manage your server. If you know how to manage your server, you are a good programmer. So managing a server is an activity which is always been taken care by a programmer. So if you are able to manage your server, then you can uh, host your website. So by the time when you managing your website, you're hosting your website on your server, clients will easily um uh, visit your website or gather some information or data or news. So there are multiple applications, like but lot of applications we can see in the in present market. There are like Wikipedia is also providing free educational, motivational, or purposeful data and information, which resembles something that they are having all information. They're trying to provide all information inside a single um, website, which is Wikipedia, or which is so this is not Wikipedia is not a search engine, right? Search engine is a Google. So and Wikipedia is providing information, direct information, real information, which is available in market, right? So there are different there are different bunch of thoughts or information are available. So the the Wikipedia used to do that, but in the same manner, Wikipedia only follows not only follows a single industry. They follow the bunch of data and information. But if someone is wanted to provide only a single industry, or single um, single knowledge within a single industry, within a single specific role, like sports. So Wikipedia also have all information on sports, players and all, different information. But there is a specific information which if you want to create your science website, science blog, science tech blog, so you should know how to manage your data and information into a SQL. So these information you can gather from Wikipedia or other sources, and to maintain your own data, like real world data, which is generated through new people, uh, their biography, their knowledge, their information, their name, their education, their qualification, their work procedure, their work culture. So all information are definitely be gathered, and you can create those applications to create your own new bunch of data. But this is to maintain these type of application is pretty hectic, because you have to work around articles, blogs, writing information. So this is the main problem we have to face. And the second thing, when we try to when we achieve this problem, when we achieve this or solve these issues, then we have to work upon on the backend operations, where we have to maintain our CRUD operation to manipulate data or use those data which we stored automatically. So there are different programming languages we use to manage these applications, to manage the application. So there are different programming, but concept are all same. Concept are all same. There are libraries, there are functions, there are polymorphism, inheritance, object-oriented programming, where method overloading, method overriding, functions, variables are available. You have to create objects, you have to find variable, data type, or you have to create iteration for a operation. So iteration for operation to capture data, to provide third operation. So there are different logics should be implemented through these fundamental programming knowledge, right? After this, when you complete this, then your algorithm will be a major part or major role, create a major role. Those algorithms should be in your application, right? So those algorithms should be in your application. That doesn't you cannot able to find people are trying to find how should I create my algorithm, when I'm not able to search algorithm on some other platforms, where we take help from other sources. So like Stack Overflow or GitHub, or nowadays into Chat GPT. So your own algorithm will be play an important role. So your business implementation, business logic will create your algorithm. To create your algorithm, you have to know about your business implementation, your idea, which your strategy to create your business. So the business have, if you are having different levels at your business, so you have to create the algorithm in that way. Okay, so this is where a user or administrator take an active role, or take an active role to create these environment. So this is what an overall of the application we should follow. But the idea is same. Idea is to create a web application or a mobile application, or a desktop application or iOS application, along with Android application or a hybrid application, is also a programming skill which you should know. And the programming skill is basic uh, skeleton of functions, of methods, or polymorphism, or inheritance libraries. So these are the main, like using those fundamentals, right? There are different available topics also to create your email notification, to create your exception handling part, to create your payment gateway. Payment gateway is important part where we have to implement your business. We have to involve some monetary transaction to your business, or a web, through a web application. So that is an important part of your application, where we have to implement your payment gateway. So this is the part where we have to create. If you are creating your fintech application, so fintech applications are pretty broad and wide, but the concept are very similar to banking application. So fintech application is something which is I think uh, people are creating those applications like Paytm, Beam API, Beam, or something PhonePe, or these other applications. If you are searching about the payment gateways, there are payment gateways available like Razorpay and InstaMojo and PayUmoney. So there are different payment gateways are available. Along with this, if you are finding about how I should implement, how you should implement your page through into a structure, into a meaningful order way. So so first try to learn about HTML. So where you can, this is a basic fundamental where you can find you to create your LIUL or UI element. So these elements or these attributes will play an important role, where you create your paragraph, you create your list, you create your uh, menus or sub menus. So these are important topics where we, where we can clarify your business implementation through HTML. But if like there are number of applications or programming languages nowadays which creates your um, application easy or very attractive, or which will be good nowadays. Those applications, those programming languages are Angular or React. But this requires some understanding of Angular and React, because these concepts or these languages are developed through some logic implementation, where they are having their own uh, libraries. So you have to mug up those libraries to use those libraries in your application. So those applications are like Angular, React. So creating your own application through Node.js or something around to .NET application or Java application. So though these applications should be a combination of your business implementation logic. Those should be first try to create your DFD or a waterfall model. So what model you should follow? So waterfall model or spiral model, or whatever model you nowadays using to create through your agile or sprint planning. So like creating your own application within a small environment, or small business environment, or company environment, you should know about like how to create your model first. So when you are working on your model or agile implementation, through like how much time you will require, and then how much the resource, or how much, if you are working alone or two people or three people or five people. So this is what plays an important role, because the if like programming, like in programming, you will take time. So some days the implementation will be easy to implement, like it will go smoothly, and some days you will stuck into a problem, and then those problem took your so much of time. So this is this is a real issue, and this is not an issue. This is a day-to-day activity of a programmer, because yes, there are certain implementation logics which I think takes time, and you have to like mug up all libraries through different sources available, and you have to the, the interaction with the human and computer. Also the eye problem means is also there. And see how much time you take to input the data into the computer. So human eye, hand-eye coordination is also important when you are working on your programming skills, right? So work on your programming skills. There are multiple applications are available nowadays. Also, I am also sometimes I also lag in some applications, and not some applications, all the application I also lags in applications. But the focus, the support you have, because support is also required to someone is pushing you, someone is like taking, if you're taking time, someone is giving you the time, and then you are again searching through different sources like Stack Overflow, GitHub, chatbot. Nowadays chat gpt is also playing an important role to solve problems easily. So this is what you should know, and how to create your own logic easily and fast. So yeah, there are different ways to solve your problems nowadays easily. So or if you are using your books without computers, your books are also like a traditional way to do jobs, right? So use books. The books are important part, I think, because as in I'm talking about the hand-eye coordination. So if someone is lagging into hand-eye coordination, or someone is not feeling comfortable with those environment, I think you should use books. Other than this, keep your mind steady, and then and work around the problem. Take time, and I think uh, and there are different sources available on internet. You can go through different topics on books, and so you can find easily the problems and topics, how to solve all issues. Other than this, keep your mind on real world projects. If you're working on real world projects, so keep your mind, also create some new idea and implementation to create business, right? How to, like, there are, if you are planning to create your own application, so create your own business ideas, because there are lack of ideas available in market. So this information is, I think, useful for you, if, because business idea and implementation is traditional, using it as a traditional approach. But creating your own business implementation logic, your own business idea, this is important to you are creating your own business model, which will create your own client, your own strategy, your own place. So then you should implement those your own ideas into an application. So work around and think about the business idea, and then work around those on those problems.